Welcome to Retirement Key Radio with Abe Abish.
With all the attention on the election in recent months, you might have missed out on this. I know I have, probably some of our listeners. Congress is considering another retirement bill. They're calling this one Securing a Strong Retirement Act of 2020. Have you had a chance to look at this? Anything in this legislation that you think we should keep top of mind?
One of those things proposed in the act is actually bumping back RMD ages again. So in December of 19, the Secure Act bumped RMD ages from 70 and a half to 72.
Right.
Now they might bump the age again from 72 to 75, which is a pretty good deal for a lot of people to continue to defer and delay those RMDs and taxes. There are also several other things in there, just how much you can donate through a QCD, a qualified charitable distribution, how much someone can save over the age of 50, the catch-up contributions, they might increase those. And so this is important for anybody that's just about to retire or in retirement to know the rules of the game as much as possible. We just sat down with a couple who was referred to us from another church member of theirs that are clients of ours, and they live in Sterling, Virginia.
Okay.
They are late 60s, almost 70. I think they're both turning 70 by the end of this year. And if the rules stay the same, they will have RMDs due in 2 years at 72. They've done really well for themselves. They have their house paid off. Matter of fact, they're upsizing, not downsizing, and moving into a bigger home in retirement, which I kind of like. And they have almost $2 million saved. So fantastic job. They live well below their means. Their house is paid off, almost $2 million saved. They are concerned with higher taxes, are a lot of our clients are as well. They are also concerned with RMDs and being forced for the first time in their lives to take out minimum distributions here in the next 24 months. So these were a lot of the reasons why they came in to meet with us. What we found, Kristen, as is the norm, is that almost all of this $1.8 million was in the market, and they were taking on more risk than they wanted to. Here they are, almost 70, almost $2 million saved. Almost 100% of it in the market. They wanted to come down to about a 60-40 split.
Okay.
With 60% in the market and 40% out, so that 40% of their nest egg monies were truly protected from downside losses. That means that obviously needs to be outside of the market, because in the market we can earn money and we can lose money. And this is because they've won the game, right? They're just about 70, just about to start taking RMDs out, and they've realized they've won the game, and they now want to focus on preserving, protecting, maximize everything they've worked so hard to build. So these were concerns of theirs as they came in. And like most people in the Northern Virginia and D.C. metro area, most people have done a good job of saving and accumulating, but they need help with all of the areas in their plan that they're not so accustomed to, right? Like forced distributions and taxes and market volatility. So these were a few ways that we helped this couple. So one of the things some of our investment advisors uncovered in their comprehensive investment analysis was that although they're taking a reasonable amount of risk with their investments, almost 50% of their portfolio, Kristen, was in bonds.
Oh, and those are not paying well at all now.
Yeah, most people aren't too keen on the bond asset class right now because interest rates are so low, and some of the biggest financial institutions are calling for really no more than 1 to 3% of return and yield on the bond asset class. So we found out that almost 50% of their investments are in that asset class, and our investment advisors were able to show them how they can take on a similar amount of risk and increase the potential return just by combining the right investments and strategies together. So that's been pretty eye-opening for a lot of our prospective clients and current clients to see, is that combination of the proper investments and strategies that will meet your risk tolerance the best, right? Like everybody has a different risk tolerance, and the same old into the future won't work anymore.
Right.
Example, the traditional 60-40 stock bond split, 60% in stocks and 40% in bonds, probably won't work as well in the future as it has in the past. And one of the main reasons for that is because interest rates are so low, and that's really going to affect our potential yield and interest on the bond asset class.
Well, it makes sense that Congress would be paying attention to those in and near retirement with about 10,000 people retiring every single day.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Is this a good idea or a bad idea? And will it even happen? All things to come. But what we do know is that we have more control than we realize when it comes to our overall retirement and our financial future. You've done the hard part, saving and investing all these years. Now it's time for you to find out where you stand. Are you in a good spot for the future of your retirement? Do you need to make some tweaks and changes? Get more details, retirementkeyradio.com. What is your biggest fear about retiring? Well, for many, the fear that they might run out of money is number one. Anna Rappaport of the Society of Actuaries tells The Street that there are financial products designed to specifically address that.
Buying an annuity can be a really good strategy for some people, and that means converting the assets to a lifetime income stream. If you're going to do that, you need to decide what percentage of my assets am I going to use to buy the annuity? How much am I going to buy? Am I going to buy it with guarantee of a certain number of payments? Am I going to buy it with a survivor benefit? So that's a very good strategy for some people.
She said some people, so an annuity isn't right for everyone then.
Annuities are not right for everyone, just like stocks may not be right for everybody, just like real estate may not be right for everybody. And so every investment you have and own has a pro and a con. Mm-hmm. No investment is perfect, but annuities can be right for a lot of pre-retirees and retirees for several reasons, especially single women, as this lady was just talking about. Why? Because the average woman lives longer than the average man.
True.
And so here is a classic example. We just helped a lady who lives in Leesburg, Virginia. She is 63 and she's divorced and she's retiring in 3 years. Her mother is still alive, healthy, 93.
Wow.
Still skis.
Gosh, that's
still
amazing.
Skis. And this lady skis with her. And she's telling me, hey, Abe, I got a plan to live another 30, 35 years. And she is healthy as well and active. Now, she's done a fantastic job. She has $4 million saved. But here's the deal. She knows she's 3 years away from retiring. She's won the game in terms of saving the amount of money she needs to have saved. However, 90-something% of it's all in stocks. And I'm talking Apple, Amazon, Roku, individual hot stocks, right? She's picked stocks. She's done extremely well, even in the last 3 to 5 years, increasing her net worth by $1 million to $2 million because these stocks have been on fire. Now she knows she needs a strong foundation. She knows she needs income that has to last her as long as she lives, which could be 30 plus years.
Yeah, Mama's 93.
Well, one of those risks there that I kind of just mentioned is living long and not having your money keep up with you. And so one of the ways to take longevity risk off the table is through annuities. Why? Because annuities can create lifetime income. Sometimes the income can even be adjusted for inflation. And so look, annuities, a lot of good, some really bad ones out there. We are certified financial fiduciaries, and if someone's telling us they're concerned with having their money last as long as they do and other things, then an annuity could be appropriate. We just want to make sure it's the right one and that someone's using it for the right reasons and they know all the pros and all the cons.
Find out more at retirementkeyradio.com.
Financial professionals are not licensed in all 50 states. To find out if Abraham Abish is licensed in your state, please call 571-577-9968. Abish Financial Services is not affiliated with nor endorsed by the Social Security Administration or any other government agency and does not provide legal or tax advice. Annuity guarantees rely solely on the financial strength and claims-paying ability of the issuing insurance company. By contacting us, you may be provided with information about insurance and annuity products offered through Abraham Abish, NBM number 7703575.